Hey everybody, this is kind of a weird place to bring you guys in on my project. I am repairing a SIm2 video projector that had a problem with the image where there was kind of a weird shadow in the bottom right corner. It was caused by a bad grommet under here, this rubber piece that holds the light integrator tunnel, and that integrator tunnel is what takes the lamp, which I will simulate using this fancy flashlight, shines in through that lens right there. Once it goes through that lens, the integrator kind of combines it all together. It's a square piece of glass. Oh, actually I have one. I guess technically it's a square mirror. Here's one out of something else. There's four first surface mirrors pointing or facing each other. There's also ones made out of clear tubes, but I see this mirror one the most. You can kind of see when the light goes into it, it kind of bounces it all together so you have a nice beam. But in this case, this one wasn't sitting straight. It was a little cockeyed, and I think it's still a little cockeyed. I'm going to have to do final adjustment once it's all reassembled. But the light comes in, goes through there, goes through this lens, which I think has a UV-IR coating on it. That's what it looks like, at least. Off that mirror, through this lens, and then this is where the optic DLP section couples. So, what I need to do, reattach this, bring the bottom over, put this back on, and then put the optic assembly back on. So let's get going. Let me turn that down. Alright. I'm running my clutch on 3. And low gearing so I don't over tighten anything or strip any of these. Here's the base. You can see where everything sits. This was actually damaged in shipping. This fan got damaged, cracked here and here. This is going to be replaced. And they also managed to smash the side. Look for my video on the SIm2 and you'll see my original rant. These have been ordered new, so these are not getting reinstalled. So anyway, here's the optical assembly. I'm gonna set that back over here out of the way. And let's put this module back in. You guys see that okay? Yeah. Alright. So that goes under here, sits on top of the foam. These pins drop in there. Make sure that's down all the way, and it is. Okay, and that was this guy. Yeah. Let's see, let's go with a 0. Actually, number 1 might be better. Oh yeah, 1's much better. Oh, this stupid clip. Hate that thing. But I won't throw it out. Slide in there. And then the other one. This is where the lamp goes, in here. That's why it had that big lens on the front. There we are. Good. Now this has to be screwed back down. One, two, three, four. That should be five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I have to be careful because I have these as well. And I'm sure you don't really need to watch me screw these back in. So I'm going to get them in place and then do some video magic. And with that, all the screws are in. This wire has to go back up into here. This fan is sick. It has to go back under here and then around to this board. Alright, then these are video and power and more video for the optic module. The optic module needs its own repair, but I'm not going to do that until it's reinstalled. When it was messed up in shipping, one of these capacitors got ripped off. I put this one on just for testing to make sure nothing else was damaged, but I have the right ones to put on. And these are always fun to reinstall because you absolutely cannot drop it. And this piece right here is exactly why these cost so much. It has 3 DLP chips. It's really 3 projectors. I'm using a Xilinx to control it, and what else? We got some power chips and some RAM even. Dang, it's like a whole projector right there. So then these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the these guys. And again, we'll do the same thing. Do some video magic. Alright, the screws are all back in. You get these the focus and zoom motor wires. These guys go back on this side. I'm going to save them. Go. It's a good thing these are keyed properly. And then the power ends have those little latches. That makes it nice. I'm just gonna put these on without feeding them through because I may have to pull that board apart because one of the fans has to be replaced, and I think I'm gonna have to route it through. But for testing, this will be fine. So first off, let's take the old one, or the one I put on. Let's get that off. It's funny, I only needed one, but it was cheaper to buy, what, 20? Yeah. And let me clean up that solder pad. How's that look? Okay, y'all can see that. That's nice. Now, normally I'd use my hot air thing for soldering that, but it's kind of in a weird spot, and I don't want to take a chance heating up any of the glass or the glue. It's kind of a dangerous spot. I am going to flux this though a little bit. Let's see. That goes this way. So let's get it lined up. And I'll get some solder there. It's good. Oops, sorry about that. Let's move it over a little bit. Alright. And then this side. Oh, it's crooked. Oops. One moment. There we go, a little better, or actually a lot better. And let's get that straight. There we go. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, so new capacitors in. Old capacitor, let's throw that out. And then this fan, zoom you all back out here. Oops, the other way. This fan's damaged, but I do need to use it for testing until the new fan shows up. So while it's not going to be considered a fix, I'm just going to put a little drop of super glue there and there, and then just kind of work it in there. And then I'm just going to snap two of these back in so it doesn't go flying. Oops. And these just slide up in those notches. You could probably pull them through. Alright, so everything's plugged in enough to turn it on. So let me pause you guys. I'm going to, let me pause this, and then I'm going to set this up so that we can test it. Alright, pardon the scrolling bands. That's the synchronization between the projector and the camera. So it's not really on the screen. In fact, I think if I might be able to get it to stop. Oh well. Well, whatever. You get the idea. That band used to be at the bottom. There was a mark down there, and it's not there now. So that's good. Still getting fan problems from that bad fan, but that's okay too. I'm going to start replacing that fan next. Alright, so that was a good test. I'm going to unplug the power. And I'm going to move on to the rest of the repair. That actually involves some mechanical work on the top. There's the casing. And the problem that we need to solve here is that the plate, there we go, there's a light that illuminates the badge. This guy. Make sure I get the right side up. One side's translucent right here, and that's reflective. There's just 2 LEDs in there. There we go. Let's head it backwards. See, this screw tower snapped off right here when it was messed up in shipping. So I'm going to glue that back in. That side's okay. So that one will get a screw, and this side will get some glue. Pretty straightforward. Screw and glue. And here's some more screws. And let's get the right screw out. It's going to be a little black one with a coarse thread. So let's see, I think that's this one. Yeah, that guy. Nah, it's too big. Let's get the number 1 again. That ready? Get the glue again. I could take this out and try to line it up again, but it is in alignment with where it came off of, so this should actually work really well. And granted, it is just for the logo light, but you know, it worked originally before it got damaged in shipping, so it should work again. And then to hold this, I'm going to use, yeah, we'll use this. But I'm going to do something smart. I'm going to use this alligator clip to hold it so it, oops, sorry. So it tightens, but I'm going to protect it. I'm going to protect the plastic. Just going to slide some shrink tubing. And same thing with the top. And then this will give me a convenient clamp that won't mar the plastic. So I'm afraid on the other side it'll dig into the plastic, and that wouldn't be cool. So I'm going to let this set up. I'm going to let it set up overnight. Hopefully it works. If not, I'll do the same thing with epoxy. So I'm going to need to take this assembly off. I've done this before, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And those are Torx. Torx, yeah, T15 maybe? Nah, too big, T10. Yeah. Oh. So these are security? Yeah, security Torx. Wow. I don't know why they would do that. If you're already in here, what's the point? And I do have a security kit, but I just don't have it here. But with these kind, with the pin in the middle, you don't really need it. It's kind of funny. It's supposed to be secure, but it actually makes it so you can use a flathead. You can see, let me zoom in. So there it is. You see that pin in the middle. You can see that's a flathead, but the flathead fits in between the pin. See? And then you can get a pretty good grip on it. It's surprising how well that works. Anyway. And let's see this side. See, I don't know if I have a security bit that small. I have to. I can't place it at the moment. Alright, we'll put an extension on so that I look professional. Because of course if I wasn't filming this, I'd probably just reach under there. Some sort of heathen. There we go. And then that one. I missed one. Yep. Right out of view. Okay, because the only reason I wanted to do that was because of the fans, which are here. That's kind of neat. It's like a IDE cable. So there's the fans. That's all the fans. All the fans. No, I got an EEPROM in here too. A 24C50. What's that say? 250. Pardon me, 24C256. I2C EEPROM. I may read that to get the firmware and save it. But before I do that, let's get this guy off. Get that unplugged. Unroute it behind all the video cables and through here. Oh, nobody could see that. My fault. So it came out of here. Let's zoom it out just a little bit. There we go. You got to be careful. You don't want to lose these. I mean, you could use zip ties, I guess, but these are pretty important. So let me set this off to the side. That one's good, and I believe the fan's good. There's another fan making noise. I believe it was this one. This doesn't, oh yeah, that one's no good. It's all loose. Blade comes off. Yeah, bearing must have, it's sealed. Let's see if I can, you all see in there. Yeah, no, it's still, oh no, the bearing's moved. Yeah, that's no good. So this has to come out, and I think that's actually held in from the inside, so I may need to take this whole black section off. Because it's on this metal plate. Yeah, it's hooked onto a metal plate. And I just put these back in. Yeah, it happens sometimes. And that one, which I need the extension to get the angle. And that's not super tight, so I don't really need a wrench on there. Yeah, that's good. And then these guys. Alright, I took out 2 screws underneath the bottom here. So that pops off. Don't want to lose that Nomex. That's not paper. Well, I guess technically it's paper, but it's treated to be fireproof. So that's Nomex. Nomex? Yeah, I think that's what they use. It's that fireproof stuff. Alright, that's for the lamp connector. We'll leave that on. Let's see, this should just... Yeah, there we go. Come on. There we are. For putting it back on, I will have to unhook that. It's locked in against the lamp. Actually, it's kind of a neat shot. You can see lamp here. Power goes in there through that guy. And I throw the screws on the floor. There's the connector. That goes into the lamp. And this has had an exploded lamp in it at one point. All that stuff. That's all quartz glass from the old lamp. Anyway. There's the fan. And you know what? Let me take... Yeah. Let me take this apart now. Because I have to get under the projector to get that last screw out, from what I can see. So I might as well get this out of the way now. I always try to take out as little as possible, but sometimes it's just smarter. And now this is specific for the lamp, so I'm going to put that all together in its own little bag. And then unplug that, and just set this off to the side. Put Mr. Number 1 back. And let's see. You guys can't really see. So I'm going to unplug that fan. Alright, so that's the blue fan. I should mark that. Yeah, blue went to blue. I'm going to write that down too. Blue connector. Because there's a green connector for the other one. Blue, that's lamp fan. And green, DLP fan. Perfect. Alright, let's see if I can thread that out of here. Actually, I wonder will these pop out like the other one? Not really. Alright, let me just take that one screw out in the bottom and lift this fan out. Can't see the screen, so I hope you can see this. Alright, one. Where's the other one? Oh, right in the front. There we are. You can kind of see that's how the lamp goes. It just plugs in right there. Alright, so the sad fans are this one, this fan. I don't know if you all can see how much that moves. But something's wrong in here. I don't think it's supposed to move that. At least I can hear it grumbling when it runs. So that's getting changed. Oh, and that's why they didn't pull out. There's no notches. Okay. So they'll pull out of here. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on camera. Alright, so I unsoldered the wires from that fan because this is a pretty strong lead, or long lead. And to get a new fan with that lead be pretty impossible. I'm probably going to clean these ends up, but we'll see. They might be alright. Alright, so let me wrap that up, put that with the parts, and we'll set this other fan back over here so it doesn't get out of place. And I'm going to bring this over. Actually, I'll put this with the rest of the parts. Alright, so tomorrow the new fan should be in, as well as this fan. We'll put those in, and then we'll reassemble it, and after that it should be good to go. So stay tuned, we'll have more. Thanks for watching.